with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to our rebrand channel, The Tea on the Streets, okay? Because we about to get into some things. So Cardi B popped out looking just like Ken Barbie. I was like, wow, they look just alike. I wonder if Stefan Diddy ever get them confused. But with that being said, they decided to send a message to Stefan Diddy's baby mamas showing that Cardi's the head bitch in charge and pulled up at the Patriots game to basically show that despite him spending Christmas with his other baby mamas, she is at the game. Okay, she's been to several games. This is not her first one, but she was on the field with Stefan Diddy. She was on FaceTime with Stefan Diddy during the game. And this is a message that she's trying to send the fans and his baby mamas that they still gonna be together, regardless of what anybody thinks. Now, Cardi B also sent a subliminal message to her fans to basically keep dragging Stefan Diddy's baby mamas like they've been doing on social media. One of Stefan Diddy's baby mamas was throwing shade on X, okay, which we went over yesterday. And she has posted on her Instagram channel, Barty Gang was dragging me the other day. Now they mad and dragging everyone else in the most ruthless way. Yeah, y'all definitely one of mine. Okay, so she's encouraging her fans to keep dragging and threatening his baby mamas, allegedly, by saying that she sees them dragging other people, but she's not going to put a stop to it. So a lot of fans believe that she's encouraging it. One fan said she hasn't told us to stop. Cardi girl, what's tea? Here's the thing. Cardi B is being strategic. She wants the fans to drag the other baby mamas. This is just my opinion. And she wants them to do her dirty work. Okay. If she comes out and says stuff, then it's going to look like she's bitter. That's why she had ugly ass Ken Barbie tweeting a novel the other day saying basically the other baby mamas were saying that they would not allow the kids to see Stefan Diddy on Christmas unless they were there. See, she's having Ken Barbie and her fans do the dirty work, because if she speak out publicly that she really don't fuck with the other girls like that, she don't want her children around his kids that he has with the other baby mamas, she's gonna look bitter. And she knows that that's not a good look for her. So that's why she's having them do her dirty work. Now, moving on from that, it has been some speculation that Klay Thompson might be stepping out on Megan Thee Stallion. This can't be. It was unfortunately reported that despite a relationship with Megan Thee Stallion, fans noticed that Klay Thompson had refollowed one of his old flings from last summer. Okay, and the lady's a model. She's very beautiful. Okay, look like, a Zendaya-esque type of girl. Very beautiful, light skin, nice curly hair. But I don't know if that really means that he is cheating because he followed an ex-fling. Maybe they're still friends. That could be, the case. I'm sure Megan is keeping tabs on who he's following. And I think if she had a problem with it, he wouldn't be following her. I can see him unfollowing the girl now that the fans have noticed. I can see him doing that. But I don't know if this really means that he's cheating. I feel like it would only be cheating if we catch him out with the girl. Then that's cheating. But him following her, maybe he might still have feelings for her. That could be the case. Feelings just don't go away overnight. And he wants to keep tabs and see what's going on. I don't know if you would classify that as cheating. Lurking, maybe. I don't know if you can classify that as cheating, though. Following somebody that you used to have a relationship with. Is it right? No. But we don't know if he was in love with her or not. And feelings just don't go away fast. I think that he might have feelings for the girl possibly, and that's why he may have refollowed her. Allegedly, the girl's in a new relationship, so maybe he's just keeping tabs. I don't know. I just feel like it's not enough evidence to say cheating though. Now, moving on from that, it looks like Nicki Minaj's former friend, Rah Ali, is basically continuing to threaten to basically spill her business out in the streets. She tweeted, "When you thought you were playing chess, but in fact, it was Twister." Okay, now a lot of barbs have been saying Nicki Minaj is playing chess, especially in regards to the recent events that happened with Nicki Minaj and the Republican Party, who she has aligned herself with, according to a lot of people on social media. A fan responded to this tweet and said, "We don't like you, but go ahead and spill all her tea." So a lot of people are saying that Rah Ali is gearing up to spill some tea on Nicki Minaj. She's been threatening for weeks about having some sort of tea. Me personally, I think she's just trying to get Nicki Minaj's attention. But it's not working. Nicki Minaj has ignored her. Because if you had the tea, you would have been spilled it. You know, you would at least made a Patreon or something. Like how you've been threatening for weeks to spill tea and no tea has been spilled. Okay, you would at least made a Patreon, a YouTube, or something if you had something tangible. You ain't got shit. Okay, Rah. Why Back Rah needs to go have several seats. Going back on Love and Hip Hop. Nobody cares about On Site. She even tweeted, "On Site is in fact on site." Okay, which a lot of people feel like is a subliminal threat. My whole thing for Why Back Rah, nobody cares about On Site, the blog. Like, nobody cares about that. And then on top of that, like I said before, if you had something, you would have been spilt it. Okay? Because when you were getting accused of stealing from Nicki Minaj, you didn't say nothing then. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, when do we hold back tea? Not in this generation. It's never held back unless you get paid off. Now, fans are discussing whether they believe Lori Harvey will be next in line to get engaged. As we know, Jordan Woods, Normani, Ryan Destiny have all gotten engaged, and they are all seemingly friends. I don't know if they're best friends, but they do have a relationship with each other. And Lori Harvey is part of that little clique. So a lot of people are saying, will Lori Harvey be next in line to get engaged to Damson Idris? Okay. I can see Lori Harvey getting engaged. I don't know if that relationship would last, but I definitely can see her getting engaged because I'm sure Lori Harvey is tired of being on the block. She's been with Damson since 2023. I feel like if she still wanted to date around, she would. But she's getting up there. She's 28, 29. I wouldn't say she's getting up there, but I wouldn't say she's getting up there. I think 28, 29 is still very young. But I do feel like she sees that her friends are getting engaged, and she probably wants the same thing. I think that she just wants to get engaged to the person that could make her retire. I don't think Lori Harvey really wants to work like that. I think she wants to do like the Instagram thing, the influencer thing, but I don't think she wants to, pay her own bills. And I think that she's waiting to settle down with somebody that will pay her bills and take care of her. Okay? So let me know how y'all feel about it. Can you see Lori Harvey being next in line to get engaged? I definitely could see it. I just don't think her and Damson Idris will last, though. I think eventually that relationship would end. And I feel like Damson Idris probably is putting a lot more work in keeping the relationship together than Lori Harvey is. Now, moving on from that, Rihanna is headlining the first ever edition of Dauntless Festival in China on January 10th and 11th, 2026. So that's coming up. That's like basically next week. Is Rihanna coming back? Okay. Now, I feel like Rihanna, didn't she do a performance in India a few years ago? And she still didn't drop music. So we will see. I'm definitely excited about Rihanna coming back to music, even though, no shade to Riri, You know, I don't know if it will be gag worthy, because I feel like after the Smurf soundtrack, we really haven't really seen Rihanna gagged alive like that. Okay? But hopefully for her solo music, it will be different because, like we discussed yesterday, she has been in the studio. Okay, like we previously discussed. So let me know if you guys are here for this. I definitely will be intrigued. Now, moving on from that, Queen B has now been announced, according to Forbes, as a billionaire. Okay? It has been reported by Forbes that Queen B is now worth a billy. Her and Camel Face are the richest couple in Hollywood. They said a bold pivot to country music led to the most successful concert tour in the genre's history and helped Cowboy Carter lasso a 10-figure fortune, becoming just the fifth musician to do so. Now, it has been reported that Queen B, Camel Face, Riri are the only black billionaires artists, according to Forbes. So they're the three only black billionaires, according to Forbes. So congratulations to Rihanna and Queen B only. Let me know how y'all feel about it. And mind you, this is without Sacred. This is mostly because of her touring and her music catalog. Okay, if you add Sacred and if you add her other business ventures, the ones that haven't flopped, Queen B's worth like $2 billion. Now, moving on from that, Megan Thee Stallion has decided to post on X and Instagram. If you're seeing this and you're a hottie, I want to know specifically what you want to hear on the Megan Thee Stallion album Act 3. Okay, now Act 3 was supposed to come out this year, but it got pushed back. So let me know what y'all want to hear from Megan's album. Now, a few fans has said, all that off-tune singing out. If it's not Kodiak Queen coded, keep it in the studio files. K-pop out. Please put that genre down until after the album, I'm begging you. Enunciation. The effing beats, pig fire beats. Stop asking Kellon and Ferris for their opinion. Yikes. Okay, so this is what one hottie member wants. Another hottie member said, we want Doja Cat. Okay, which makes sense because Megan did say that she wanted to, get with Doja Cat in the studio, so they can do like a collaboration together. Okay, she said that earlier this year, even though they both were on that Ariana Grande record, 34 plus 35. Another fan said features from Mona Leo, because I think they're both from Houston, Kendrick Lamar, Southside, and more rock. Okay, I was here for the other suggestions, but please keep Kendrick Lamar out of the conversation, please. I do not play about Kendrick Lamar. Hotties, we do not want that. We do not want Kendrick on Megan Thee Stallion's album. We definitely don't want that. Okay, the only female rapper that should be collaborating with Kendrick Lamar at this moment is Doechii, because she's part of TDE. That's the only really real reason. Because she definitely can't go toe-to-toe with him. But we don't need a Kendrick and Megan feature. Stop. That don't even make logical sense. Y'all need to stop that nonsense. Another fan said another SZA collaboration, or maybe Flo as well. I don't know if they're talking about Flo Milli or Flo the group, but let me know if you guys would be here for that. A fan also requested a Doechii collaboration, and an Ariana feature. That's interesting. Let me know if you guys think Ariana gonna hop on Act 3. And if you guys want a Doechii collaboration, because she also teased that she wanted to work with Doechii too in the beginning of the year. Another fan said a Camel Fane's Big Pimpin' sample or remake, Little Flip Game Over sample, Tila Nasty Dancer sample, Save the pop sounds and collaborators. We don't need the favor return from that collaborator. Don't listen to the hotties who are always on here talking shit because they have no idea what they want. Okay? So let me know how y'all feel about it. I'm not mad at any of these ideas except for the Kendrick Lamar one. We don't need the king of rap on anything in regards to Megan Thee Stallion. No shade. But everything else, I feel like, I would have really no issues with. It is what it is. I just don't think Kendrick Lamar needs to be on anything in regards to Megan Thee Stallion, but that's just my opinion. So let me know how y'all feel about it, and if you guys are here for Megan Thee Stallion's Act 3, because it looks like it'll be coming in 2026. But anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and I hope you guys have a great day.